One thing I do know is that you have this huge passion for photography. And when I photograph you, it's a very different experience than most actors because you are really interested in what I'm doing with the camera. And it strikes me that you're a guy who's very curious about all forms of art. But how did you get into photography?
About 5 years ago, I decided to buy a camera, a Canon 5D. I think maybe it was because I was going on the first kind of world publicity tour for Star Trek, and I thought it'd just be a good idea to kind of document it. And I mean, we were just talking about it outside while we were shooting against the different backgrounds. I love the confluence of architecture and personality in an image, in a shot. These little things about the craft of it, the real technical art of it. I mean, I think I can frame things well, and I can kind of see a moment, what do you guys, it's the decisive moment or whatever, right?
Sure.
And what I love about shooting with you are people that I respond to and I feel a kinship with on whatever level is, you know, as much as sometimes being photographed can be uncomfortable, I'd way rather make it a positive experience of I'm going to learn something, I get to work with you, and kind of steal from your art, and then it becomes really fun. Then it all of a sudden, all the kind of the artifice of, or what could be kind of artificial or uncomfortable for me becomes really fun. And
Right.
I mean, I guess it's a whole different conversation than the photography, but because you hear that about actors a lot, that they want to do that, or that being photographed is this kind of, can be angst-ridden or whatever. And I guess a lot of it's just the way that you go into it. You know, the choice, you have a choice of, you know, I'm going to spend a day with Sam, and I could look at it as, you know, painful invasion of my space and all that, but fuck it, it's like, you know, let's have a good time.
Did you find when you started taking pictures that it also informed being in front of a camera by seeing it from the other side?
Oh, sure. I mean, like I'll have just a party at my house, let's say, and I'll see something. I'm like, oh God damn, I gotta take that. I gotta get this. So I find myself like creeping away and grabbing my camera. But it's how do you maintain the authenticity of the moment, what you're trying to capture, which is that glint in the eye, or the, because I love taking pictures of, you know, people, and especially with the lens we were talking about, that 85, where it's like you can just kind of just capture something so special. It's how do you maintain that, and how do you keep the nice flow? You have to kind of ride the music of the moment. If you force too much, or if you jilt it, something disappears there. So yeah, it's been very different being on the other side of the camera, for sure.